Welcome back, everybody, to Blueprints, day 252. We're continuing on the most tedious goal of all time, which is to draft every single room in the outer rim and see if it does anything. So far, we found a few secrets, interesting things that happen, but currently our Shrine of the Monk has run dry. Therefore, ding bloop, we cannot draft anything in the outer rim. So we must do really boring rerolls over and over again until we get the shrine again. Because I don't have time to do 700 full runs of the game. We got a specific goal, and the specific goal involves having the shrine. So luckily we've almost always gotten the shrine as soon as the shrine runs out. There's only a few times we haven't. So that's nice. Also, we have an auto clicker for this nonsense, because you have to click the button 77 times, and ain't nobody got time to manually click a button 77 times. Why they couldn't just put a text box here that lets you type in the number of coins you want to donate, like click here, type 77, hit enter. That would be like, you know, what any sane person would allow. But nope, they hate their players, so they want you to press the up arrow 77 times. Just like every time you log into the computer system, you have to wait 15 seconds to connect to the terminal, and then like 12 seconds per menu item that you click. Because they don't understand that playing the game 252 times in a row makes you tired of the slow ass animation system. That's cool, but doesn't help us today. But we did just get the shrine. Actually, maybe we can hack the system. So there's a weird mechanic where if you put something in the coat check, it increases the chances of you drafting the coat check the next day. So now we just took the hammer out and put it back in. We're gonna call it a day in the entry hall once again, and we'll see if we happen to get the coat check immediately tomorrow. It's not guaranteed, but like I said, I'm pretty sure it increases the chances. I also don't know if taking the hammer out and putting it back in like counts as putting the item in there. It also said the first day you check a new item, and I've obviously checked Sledgehammer in the past, like many days ago. So I don't know if you get it the second time it's the first day you put the Sledgehammer in there, you know what I mean? I'm not sure. One way to find out. Alright, let's see if we get coat check. Okay, no coat check. We get immediate spare bedroom, which is pretty awful. Okay, we have to go find the coat check before we go outside, otherwise there's nothing to do outside. Because we've already looked out there and we didn't see anything last time, so let's buy all this random crap. Alright, we bought all the random crap. I don't know, let's go this way. Maybe there's a coat check here. Any coat check? I don't see a coat check. There's some keys. There's some junk on the floor somewhere. No, okay, I guess it was just beeping for the keys on the table. Mailroom, kind of trash. Chapel, it lets me continue. I'll take the chapel. And it's free. Other than the 1 gold cost. Vault, we've never put outside. We can't afford it though, so let's just do this. I could have done planetarium also, would have been fine. Okay, it trolled me. It didn't let me skip. I was running when I clicked it, but it still didn't let me skip the pickup animation. Attic, starfish, costs 1 gem. Not a huge fan of that. I think we just take attic. We're really looking for coat check here. That's pretty much the only thing I need this run. We got a compass, we got a gem, we got a gem, we got a key, we got a magnifying glass. We got a coin, we got a key, we got a something else. What am I missing? One more item. Another key. Brilliant. Now we gotta make a big loop because we screwed it up. We ruined everything. I thought that was a banana, but it's a book. Not the same thing. Far less edible. Okay, I'm pretty sure we dead-ended. Oh no, we have 2 doors here. Alright, passageway is completely wasted here, basically. I think we just boudoir here because we really don't need it to loop, right? So let's take the dice. Let's take the gemmeroni. Let's go in here. We really want want a coat check, please. I would love to get a coat check, please. I picked that up. I tried to pick it up, but it didn't work. Coat check? No coat check. I'll take the dice. I think I missed. It worked. Observatory. Sure, why not? We have plenty of gems. Maybe we can get more gems, maybe not. I don't really know. I need a code check. Give me the code check. Clicky, 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 clicky. Don't click that one, that'd be bad. Alright, I'm gonna go in here. Foyer, kennel. We have to do dining room because we need to go north. We can grab the lunchbox. Is there an item on the table or somewhere? I think the lunchbox was what was making the thing go beep beep. What would we lose? We haven't found the sledgehammer yet, so I think it's actually fine to do lost and found, although we do have to walk through it twice, which is super risky. I lost my lunchbox. I got a timer and a secret key. Treasure trove goes north, so that's fine. We can come back for the loot later. Actually, we should take the orb. I want green, please. I don't really know why I picked green. It's just because I have to think fast. Okay, coat check. It's a dead end, but it's fine. Because we can test the theory. That's all I want to do. Let's retrieve this. Should we check something else? What else would we check that would be useful? Let's just check the royal scepter. That's probably a stupid idea, but I think I'm more likely to get code check than this room. Oh, are you fucking kidding me, bro? What the fuck, dude? That is fucking ridiculous. Come on, man. What the actual fuck nuggets? That's the dumbest shit ever. Like, what the fuck, man? Why does it take an item every time you walk through? It's so stupid. What a fucking waste. Also, I realized I just ended in the wrong room. So not only do I not get to try tomorrow, but I fucked up the whole run. God damn it. And I lost. Wow, that's fucking so bad for so many reasons. I wasted 2 shrine days, and the sledgehammer's gone. It's not in coat check anymore. So now I have to go find a new fucking sledgehammer, which costs another monk day to put it back in the stupid ass coat check. Fuck you, lost and found. Holy shit, that is an absolute disaster in every possible way you can imagine. Bro, what the hell? What if I coat check the outer room? That will not help me, right? It only helps me in the sense that it guarantees I get coat check, but I still need sledgehammer. I guess I should go outside because it's possible that I get a tool shed today. I could also just take lost and found outside since I have nothing to lose now, and maybe it'll give me something useful. I don't know. Maybe it'll give me a repellent, and then I can repel into entrance hall and see what happens. Probably the game will explode, but... Man, that's so frustrating. I might just give up on the entrance hall thing. Okay, the other 2 options suck, so let's just go in here and see what we get. Probably some rubbish. Wow, fucking hall pass. Are you kidding me? Okay, whatever. Just whatever, bro. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Reset. Wait for the stupid long animation to play. The long animation to play. Day 255. Do. Just sitting and waiting, waiting and sitting, sitting and waiting, waiting and sitting. Give me that. I don't know. We could look for coat check real quick. Any coat checks? I see a den that has a gem. That's cool. Coat check, coat check, coat check. We got a coat check. Okay, let's not go in there. Let's go outside and see. What would we even want outside? I guess I would take the tool shed in case it has a sledgehammer in it, or I could take lost and found over and over again. Even though it's the room that fucked me, maybe it could also give me repellent, and then I could do that experiment. Just maybe worthwhile. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Tool shed. All right. Can we get a sledgehammer, please? I'm not seeing a sledgehammer. What did we get? A lockpick and a shovel. Fuck you to both of those. No thanks. Actually, you know what? What if, here's a ridiculous idea. Let's log out in the tool shed, and then we get a tool shed every day until we get a sledgehammer. That's how we could guarantee it. That's better than lost and found, right? Although our shrine's probably gonna run out pretty soon. We need a sledgehammer. I'm committed. I want to test the theory. I want to know if I can break the vases in the entrance hall when the entrance hall is drafted in the outer room. Day 256. What a nice number. Power of 2. 2 to the 8th power. Lovely. Can we get a code check? Code check. Give me a code check. Ooh, bingo, bango, bongo. All right. Now we got a code check. All we need is a tool shed with a sledgehammer in it. And then we can swap out those 2 items. Bling poop. Alright, time for the long walk back to the stupid outer room. You know what would be great? If they just like put a little table next to the door over there that was like, just pick your outer room today and not have to walk all the way over here. Tool shed. I might also need shrine soon. I don't know. I have 3 more days. Alright, beautiful. We got the sledgehammer. We just have to get coat check tomorrow and not walk through lost and found and lose the stupid ass sledgehammer. Okay, the monk bonus is insanely OP though. It's like the most OP thing. Actually, you know what we could do? Wait. I don't know, that wouldn't help us because we need entrance hall outside. I was gonna say we could check out in coat check and guarantee we get a sledgehammer tomorrow, but that's not gonna help us. Okay, let's coat check the sledgehammer. Then let's log out in the entrance hall. And then we just need to draft coat check tomorrow, which again should hopefully be possible because we just swapped out what item was in there, which maybe makes it more common. Although I think that was the first time I ever coat checked the scepter, so maybe the sledgehammer won't be more common. Maybe only the scepter is. I don't know. Deceptive practices. Der scepter. Das scepter. Deceptor. La scepter. Le scepter. Scepteroni pepperoni. Is there a coat check today? That's not a coat check. That's a hallway. Is there a coat check over here? Yes. Bingo, bango, bongo. We got a coat check with a sledgehammer, and we don't have the lost and found to walk through this time. This isn't gonna do anything, but I mean, form a hypothesis. Test your hypothesis. We gotta test the hypothesis. We formed it, now we gotta test it. If we don't test it, we're not doing science, and this is a channel where we do science. We're gonna do entrance hall, and then we're gonna see if we can bingo, bango, bongo. Oh! It's gonna be empty, right? Oh, hey! That's pretty neat. Wait, is that like a guaranteed allowance token? Do I get this every time? Or is it a one-time thing? It's gotta be a one-time thing, right? That's actually pretty useless, but that's cool. I appreciate that the vases aren't broken. You can, as a player, notice they're not broken, and you can choose to bring a sledgehammer and break them. And then you get a reward. It's probably a one-time reward. Probably those will always stay broken in the outer room now. But that's nice. That is good game design. I am fulfilled. Very fulfilled. I appreciate that. Not the most valuable thing in the world, but I appreciate that. Allowance token. I have a note on Foundation in the outer room that just says the whole game blew up, because that is kind of what happened. Like, the elevator broke, the paintings turned purple, like, yeah, the game exploded when I drafted Foundation in the outer room. Even though the game was designed to handle that because it gave you repellents. Like, yeah, it was super jank. Extreme super jank. I could put a dead end here and then draft from hallway, which is somewhat entertaining. Maybe we do that? I don't know. What are we putting in the outer room now? We did entrance hall. We could code check the sledgehammer and just see if you can do it again. Let's just try it. I'm curious. My new hypothesis is that you cannot break the vases in the entrance hall, in the outer entrance hall, twice. What I think will happen is that if I draft the entrance hall in the outer room again, the vases will remain broken, just like they do in the house. But I am curious if they don't remain broken, if you break them again, do you get another allowance token? Or maybe you just break them and you get nothing. So either they're already broken, or they're not already broken and you break them and you get nothing, or they're not already broken and you break them and you get another allowance token, i.e. it is an allowance token farm, which would be interesting. I shouldn't have gone to the grounds because I need the sledgehammer before I go outside, I just realized. Okay, that's extremely lucky. I think I've also confirmed that taking the item out of coat check and then putting it back in coat check drastically increases the chances of you getting coat check again, which is phenomenal. Bling bloop. And one day we're gonna look at the fountain again. We're gonna drain it and we're gonna see if all of our extra work of bling blooping has made it look more impressive or not. Because last time we had like 50 coins in there and it didn't look impressive at all. It was like barely any coins. All right, vases are probably already broken, right? Yep. All right. That's what I expected. It's fine. We tested the hypothesis. You can only do it once. But it's still cool. I appreciate the mechanic. I also appreciate that they're already broken, such that if you don't have the sledgehammer and you draft it again, you're like, ooh, maybe I can do it again. The fact that they're already broken, like, very clearly communicates, no, that was a one-time thing. You cannot do it again. Okay, now we're... Wow. That is insane. I was literally about to say, now our goal is to get showroom, so that we can get the master key and put it back in code check. Is there a master key for sale? Unfortunately, there's not a master key for sale today. I will buy all of these things. We could just coat check sledgehammer again. I don't know. It's like kind of a useful item to have. That's unfortunate. No master key. So is there anything else we could do today? I don't think there's much else to do today. So I think we just, do we have shrine? We have one more blessing. Let's call it a day in showroom, because I'm like 100% sure we haven't done that yet. And we're gonna go put the showroom H outdoors. And then this will be the end of the episode, regardless of what happens, because we're out of our shrine and we need to renew the shrine again. Maybe I'll renew the shrine before I end the episode, just so that in the next episode we start doing something more exciting than rolling for shrine. Yeah, let's go draft the showroom in the outer room after we grab our allowance, of course. Also, okay, we didn't keep the sledgehammer. We kept moon pendant and chronograph. That's fine. Did I gain 2 allowance? Oh yeah, I picked up the allowance token, duh. Bling bloop. Okay, so let's see. What are we looking for? We're looking for shrine out here, I guess. Is that what I'm doing? Or no, I'm doing showroom, not shrine. Yeah, showroom, which I can afford, but it uses all my gems. Isn't that great, but it's fine. Master key, that is phenomenal. I can't afford all of these things. I can afford emerald bracelet, and then I can pick one of these. I don't know which one's better. They both kind of suck. I guess I'll... Oh, I can't even buy that one. Alright, well, I guess I'm buying this one. Okay, so showroom in the outer room does not do anything special. There's no, like, new items for sale that you can only buy in the outer room, you know? That was that would be my hypothesis if I were positing about things that would occur if one drafts a showroom in the outer room. But alas, no such thing occurred. Therefore, it is an NA room. Drafting it in the outer room does not do anything special other than give you a bunch of amazing items at the beginning of the run. So now we would really like a coat check so that we can put the master key back in the coat check. We could do freezer in the outer room. That seems extremely scuffed, but we could do that. Okay, here's our coat check. That's fantastic. I will keep the master key on my person for now because we still need to find a room. We haven't done music room. Yeah, we've never done music room, so let's do that. So we got our master key back. Fantastic. We're gonna check the master key. And then we have a real good chance of keeping something. Oh, we have 2 chronographs. Interesting. Wait. That can never happen in the normal showroom. I think maybe that's a unique thing. I got 2 chronographs. Outer showroom might not check for dupes. Wait a second. So it is maybe possible to get multiple moon pendants if you have an outer showroom. It seems like when you draft the showroom in the outer room, it doesn't check if you already have the item before you buy when you buy the item. Or maybe it's just moon pendant you can't have multiple of. Maybe you can always have multiple chronographs. I don't really know what the point of having this would be. Maybe I'm like double as likely to get tomorrow rooms now? I don't know. That's a bit wild. Also, the shrine ran out, I just realized, so actually this run is pointless. It doesn't even matter what we keep tomorrow. We don't have trading posts, so we can't get rid of these items. I'm gonna call it a day. This episode's only 21 minutes. I'm gonna roll for shrine and then I'll end the episode. So we got the master key back in code check. That's great. That will help us in future runs potentially. Even though I hate getting the master key because then you have to run it all the way back to code check at the end of the day. You know, it's kind of meh. I liked when the Spiral of Stars was giving me the master key. That was like way cooler, dude. But the game devs hate the players, so they made the Spiral Stars suck in the end. Rip. All right, what are we doing? Not this. Also, that was a horrible choice of rooms to choose. Why did I click the freezer? I can't even blink ploop now, can I? Nope. Womp womp. I also can't pay gems, which is fine because I need a shrine. Wait, but I can't donate to the shrine. Even if I get a shrine, I can't donate to the shrine. So, whoopsie daisy. Drafting freezer as the first room was a big mistake. A big ol' mistake. A mistake and a half. Save and continue. I mean, at least we're gonna start tomorrow with a lot of money, I guess, question mark? That was not ideal. Let's not do that this time. Let's just immediately go to the outer room and try to get the shrine. Obviously, we need to pick up the allowance because we have to pay the shrine, but let's maybe not draft freezer because, you know, that doesn't make a lot of sense in hindsight. Bling bloop. Alright, let's walk around the flower bed that for some reason you can't path over because the developers hate the players. The developers hate me. They hate me so much. Why do they put these things in the game that make you want to rage quit? I don't know. There's the shrine. Fantastic. Alright, so we're going to insert our magic number of 77 coins with our magical auto clicker script so that my wrist doesn't explode. It's already kind of hurting even though I've just been playing regularly, so if I had to click this 77 times, I would probably die. Confirm. Monk for 7 days. By far the most insanely OP thing in the entire game. Crazy mechanic. Absolutely bonker banana cakes. Alright, we have the shrine. Maybe that means I should end the episode. But if we're gonna end the episode, we may as well end the episode in a room that matters, right? So, corridor. Let's go find a room. Let's find a room that matters. What rooms mattered? Did we do... Oh, we didn't do a music room because we didn't have the shrine, right? So this is perfect. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. This is going to be the end of the episode. We're going to call it a day in the music room. Tomorrow, we're going to draft the music room in the outer room and see if anything special happens. My suspicion would be that if anything special happens, it's that you get a special key. I highly doubt there's a key I've never heard of before. Maybe I get like a prism key or something cool. But aside from that, I don't expect much from the game. But in any case, thanks for watching. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.